Hey guys, welcome. Talking to you today about a vacation my family and I took at the beginning of the summer to a place we'd never been to before. I was a little skeptical, didn't read a lot of reviews, didn't know anyone who'd ever been. And so I want to provide you today with some feedback on the Hammock Beach Resort in Palm Coast, Florida. Now, you ever saw a property that you thought, hey, could it really look and be this good? This is exactly what I thought about Hammock Beach, and I wanted to give you a little feedback today on what we actually thought. Now, coming into the resort, it was very picturesque, as you can see from the layout photos. Now, here's entry into the lobby. The lobby was very, very nice, very clean. We were welcomed. This is a check-in area as well. We were welcomed by the manager, by several folks at the gate, at the desk. It's a very good experience in terms of ease of operation. The check-in took less than, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. They had all of our information laid out there, so it was just a matter of going in and checking in. In the area is a number of restaurants and bars and things like that, but this is a gift shop that was off to the left of the immediate staircase. We didn't really buy much, but we did peruse the gift shop. The people were very nice there. One of the things I really liked about Hammock Beach Resort were the grounds. They were spectacular. They were very clean, similar to a resort if you were out of the country. If you've been in the Caribbean or anywhere like that and you stayed at a resort, luxury resort, this is very similar grounds. This is one of the reasons initially why I was skeptical, because the pictures look so good, but I'd never really experienced this type of facility, this type of resort in the country. It is not very well advertised, and I think that's done purposely, according to one of the gentlemen that I talked to here during our stay. Most of their travelers come via word of mouth. So this is the inner court area. Once you walk into the lobby, you go through the lobby and on your way to the beach or to the golf course. It was very picturesque to be able to see the ocean, the beach from this particular vantage. Now here's a second option to go out to the beach or to the pool area. This is the left side of the resort if you're facing the resort. You head out and the first thing you see is a lake, and that building you see in front there is an inside swimming area. Now all of these are balconies to existing rooms. Their rooms range from 1 bedroom all the way up to 4 bedroom on this property. We'll talk a little bit more about it because I have a walkthrough of the place of the actual room that we stayed in. But some of these properties were for purchase. Now here's the golf course. Here's the outside eating area. There is a bar outside where the outside pool is. One of the great things was to be able to sit in some of these lounge chairs and just enjoy the view. Above those hedges there is the beach, is the sand and the water. It was a great, great view. One of the things that we did not get to take advantage of, because when we went it was far too cool, was this lazy river. The beach area was nice enough, but to have this type of pool and pool facilities on property, I thought during the summer times when it gets really hot, you'd really be able to enjoy this. And this was very, very picturesque, as you can see. So here we're walking down to the beach. You can just simply go over the boardwalk here and you're on the beach. The beach was really nice. Here you'll see that the tide is really swollen, but when we first got there, there were probably a good 10-20 feet of beach area to walk, and there were not a lot of people on the beach. The beach was relatively clean. It's not white sand, but it is very nice. On the property, there are a number of places where you can stay. We stayed in a condo type room. Our room was technically a 2-bedroom, but it ended up being 3-bedroom condo. And the smaller buildings that you see in front of the very large hotel resort type of building is where the condos are. So we enter into our condo. You can see the nice walkway there with the bench outside, and that first room to the right was supposed to be like an office or a sitting room, but we actually found out that that could be used as a third bedroom. And so one of my kids stayed in this room. There was a roll-out couch, a TV, lamps, and telephone, etc. In this room. So it basically converted very easily into a third bedroom. So it took what we initially thought a 2-bedroom to a 3-bedroom. Like a hotel, room service is provided to us every day. We had additional linens in the closet. Here is the second bedroom. All the bedrooms had, again, TVs. The entire suite, of course, came with free Wi-Fi. There are a number of free items that were divvied out to us on this trip. You'll see in a little while we did bike riding, which was also complimentary. The Wi-Fi, the parking, it just was a really nice facility, and we thought we really did well for the price that we paid. There were plenty of areas to store our clothes. Everyone again had their own room, so everyone had their own closet, their own dresser drawers, etc. One of the cool things about this particular facility is it came with washer and dryer. Here is one of the 2 bathrooms that we had. This particular bathroom was located near the first 2 bedrooms that you just saw, fully equipped with towels. They even brought us extra towels because that's one of the requests we always make when we go out, is to have extra towels. For some reason we run through towels. But extra towels were already delivered by the time we got there, and just like with any other hotel, you have your soap and your accessories there. Washer and dryer, as I stated before, we didn't wash and dry any clothes, but I imagine if we'd have stayed there, for a week or more, we could have done that. There's an ironing board, different things that we would need. We were definitely not going to vacuum, but it was nice to know that these things were there. Here's a large layout from the patio looking back into the room. You'll see the eat-in dining there and the sofa lounging area. It was very comfortable. I got to tell you, I really did enjoy this condo, so much so that I called back down to see how much something like this goes for if we wanted to have ownership. Now we're going to walk and look into the kitchen area. The kitchen was one of these deals where it comes fully equipped. You have your microwave, your oven, refrigerator, all your amenities in terms of appliances. We did not have to bring anything. Only thing we did was stop by Publix and brought food. So we had forks and silverware, we had plates, we had cups, glasses, etc. Everything we needed was already there. It made it for a very great stay. Lots of times families, it was 4 or 5 folks in our family most of the time when we're traveling, and we do eat out quite a bit. But one of the things that we like to do also is to be able to lounge around on a down day and enjoy each other and fix food. We get up in the morning, we fix breakfast, or we may just come back in after a long day being out and just want to crash at the resort, and it makes it that much easier when we have access to cooking utensils and things like that, and we don't have to eat out every single day. One of the things that was great about staying here was it was close to shopping. Publix was literally walking distance from our resort. So if you go and you decide to stay here, just know if you want to go shop, you forgot something, or you just want to pick up food, Publix is walking distance away. There's a second Publix that you can drive through. Plenty of gas stations, plenty of just eateries and things of that nature, and really diverse palette type eateries. So you're close to a lot of different dining and shopping. So we go from the kitchen into the last bedroom, the master bedroom, which is where me and my wife were. King size bed, as you can see. It's very spacious. I really like the carpet in all of the rooms, but it seems like for some reason this room the carpet was extra fluffy. I'm a fluffy kind of carpet guy, and able to walk around without your shoes on is really cool. Our room, of course, was an ensuite, and we had plenty of storage in terms of closet space. And the bathroom was really, really nice, very spacious, tile floor, no carpet in the bathroom. We had separate shower and tub, dual sinks, plenty of soaps and lotions and towels and things of that nature. And so we were very, very pleased with the amenities. So I wanted to clear up something. These smaller buildings that I was talking to before, where we stayed, were really not the only places condos were. If you want a larger condo, 3 and 4 bedroom type condos, they were also inside the larger building, the main resort building. So you could actually go inside and stay there and have a ocean view experience, as opposed to where we stayed. We stayed in the front, which is more of a parking lot area. The view that we had was not of the ocean. Across the street from where we were other resorts, and then in this case it was a golf course and or a subdivision. Now here's the patio. The patio, your standard patio. You've got room for, four, 4 people, 4 adults comfortably to sit out and to eat and to drink. But as you can see, it wasn't very picturesque in terms of the view. I did find out later on, though, that a condo of this stature was going for about $200,000 as opposed to an ocean view, which would put you up at about 400. So I mentioned to you before that the resort comped us a number of things, from Wi-Fi to free parking, etc. And one of the things that you get, or that we received on our stay, was 2 hours of bike riding. Initially you think, really, bike riding? But this probably was one of the funner parts of our trip, because one, as a family, we don't get to do this where we live all the time, although we do go walking and hiking and things like that. But we haven't had a family bike riding in quite a while. And where the resort is very friendly in terms of outside leisure. There are plenty of sidewalks. There was not a lot of traffic. You'll see when you get to the island, or even if you just Google it or go to Google Earth and look at Hammock Beach Resort, you'll see that basically Hammock Beach is very secluded. It's on almost like an island. You have to go over a toll area, which is gated, and then once you get to the resort, that's also gated. So it's limited traffic. So it really was optimum for being outside. The weather was very nice, although we had a lot of breeze this particular day. We were able to really enjoy bike riding, and the people were very nice. They even extended our bike riding hours. I'm going to let it play a little while so you guys can see some of the places that we went to in terms of bike riding. But if you're there and you do like riding, you do like exercise, I really would recommend riding the bikes. The paths were very nice. They were very picturesque. It took us, I don't know, maybe we went around more than 3-4 miles in different directions and back to the resort, but it was well worth it. One of the things that I wanted to point out is, in terms of parking, there were 2 options for parking. There's a covered parking option and a parking lot option. A parking lot is pretty obvious. You just, pull in the parking lot, first spot you find closest to your building you have. But there was also covered parking. I thought that was cool because if it's ever raining or inclement weather, you have that option in terms of parking. This is a second path that we went on, and it was like a nature trail. We were able to stop and take pictures. There were different areas where there were mosaics up and different types of plaques describing what was going on in these particular areas. Again, I think if you're down in the middle of summer, maybe you'll have some trouble with mosquitoes and the heat. But if you go in the spring and the fall, it couldn't get any better. This was a great ride, and this was probably about a 2.5 mile bike ride. One of the places that we really liked close to the resort for shopping and food is the European Village. This place was really nice. I don't quite know how to describe it other than there were living areas, there were dining and shopping areas, and we were just happy that we found it. Within this place, there are different cuisines from Italian to Indian, etc. As you can see, there are some folks that actually live in this area. My thoughts are that there are rooms and apartments and condos upstairs, and that the dining and concerts and different things on the lawn take place downstairs. It was free parking. It was only about 2 miles from the resort, and so we came here to eat. And this is where we ate. This is actually a pizza place, and it had a line the whole night. But once we got in and once we sat down, we realized why it did have a line. It was super delicious. The name of the restaurant is Mezzaluna, and again, it was fantastic. The people were so nice. I think the gentleman's name that was one of the owners or son of the owner was Mikey, and he was kind of corralling the people as they were coming and waiting. I can't express how far it went for this guy to be so personable while we were waiting. It was very, very nice. I really would recommend, if you're in the area, please take the time to go out and check out Mezzaluna. It will be worth the wait and certainly worth the drive. Overall, I'd rate Hammock Beach Resort an A. We had a fantastic time, certainly on our list of places to return to. We didn't have one complaint. We didn't have one miscue in terms of our room. The weather complied. It was really, really nice. Wanted to talk to you too about some places surrounding that we went to accompany this particular vacation, but I think we'll do it in a different video just so you know exactly where this place is. It is about 40 minutes north of Daytona and about 20 minutes south of St. Augustine, or St. Augustine rather. I'll do another video on St. Augustine. We'll link it here in the bio. But again, if you're in the Hammock Beach Resort area, the Palm Coast, Florida area, which is about an hour south of Jacksonville, this resort is certainly worth a look. It was very accommodating. Pricing will be very accommodating. So until next time, take care.